Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. And as I told you, I'm going to help you ladies out. Now, if you the type that don't listen, you can't learn from guys, then, you know, like Kevin Samuels say, get you a cat collection. Like a lot of people say, a lot of people talk about the cat collection and stock up on cat food because a good guy with intelligence, with a head on his shoulders, a backbone, ain't going to deal with you. Ain't going to deal with you. But I want to do this for guys, especially because there's always going to be guys that they want to find the right somebody and they hoping for the right somebody, if you will. Let me fix my clothes, man. I'm out here working, in case y'all ain't know. I'd like to thank all of you who've been watching my videos. People know when they're hearing the truth. Einstein really didn't focus as much on his appearance, but what was weird about Einstein is he always had a way with the ladies, because there's always going to be women who can see something worthwhile past a haircut and a beard, and unfortunately I'm going to have to trim it up a little bit, but so I would entitle this, I'll think of a title later. But what I'm talking about is things that you women can do to make yourself the cream of the crop, to make yourself worthwhile, and to, possibly find a good man. But what y'all don't realize is it starts when you're young. It starts when those hips first start spreading, when you first start going through your change in terms of growth, sexual growth. You got to develop this mindset. You got to start developing this mindset back here. Because see, what y'all do where y'all mess up is y'all do whatever you feel like doing, middle school, high school, college, and then you think you're going to get the best. You ain't getting the best. Very few of you will get the best if you don't value yourself the whole way. So let's begin. Number one, first thing you could do to make yourself the cream of the crop, to give yourself a better chance at finding the right guy. And y'all think it's about being fat, skinny. Listen, it's going to always be people who like fat women. It's going to always be people who like skinny women. A smart guy is going to be looking past that. If you're fat, you want to make sure you flexible and you could, I ain't trying to be, y'all know what I'm saying. And you have energy. If you're skinny, you want to make sure you got all the right moves, But the first thing you could do is at a young age, do not do anything. Do not do anything. Don't let them touch you. Don't be kissing on guys. Don't do nothing. Because like I told you, why am I colored? Hold on. Let me straighten up. Man, look at. So all that counts in your mindset. It's going to affect your ability to pair bond if you letting 6, 7 guys see your vag and finger all on you and stuff like that. So number one is, at a young age, do not do anything sexually to yourself, and do not let anyone do anything to you. Save yourself until marriage. This will keep your interest level high, probably your entire life. So if you go your whole life, see, what Lolo Jones is doing is commendable. And what I would tell you is, don't worry about these guys. Like, if that's what you want to do, that is noble. And eventually somebody's going to take that by. Because listen, It don't matter how old you want to. Hopefully, you want to be able to find somebody by next 3 years, maybe. All she got to do really is be on those doctors. Make sure that when she gets pregnant, that they not injecting all the wrong things in her. Don't let them be injecting you and the baby. And make sure you have the baby the natural childbirth way, which is squatting. That's it. Don't let them give you no, what you call that, C-section. Have a natural childbirth and do it the way they used to do it. Be on those doctors because you got to pay them. So they really working for you. Don't let them tell you this stuff. They be trying to take shortcut. That's all she got to do. Because her quality is going to be up if it's true that she's a virgin. Like, it don't matter. Like, she could be 40, 43. It's going to be high quality because ain't nobody really messed off in it. So that's noble. So this is why you didn't have, when they got divorced in the Bible, it was other things. It was never, I read the whole Bible. I never seen any divorce or any scriptures or any lectures or preaching or anything about somebody having a divorce because of sex. Their husbands, then how you gonna have ED with a person who only had one body or nobody? She gonna be just as excited to be doing something as him. See, one thing about these women, they talking about how guys can't satisfy. You right, they can't. You done had too much. Your mind works differently than a man. A man can keep getting the same sex and still enjoy it. Y'all women, y'all can't mess with all those guys and still enjoy sex. Think about it. Let's talk numbers here. Let's say, and my cousin made a good point. We was talking about this one day. He said it's just different with women. He said that he dealt with strippers that you would have thought that they was virgins, but then he dealt with people that might only had like 4 or 5. He said it was like throwing a hot dog down the hallway. And here's why. And this goes hand in hand with what we're talking about. If a woman first is 12 as a horseman, then from now on, especially if he just keep getting it, from now on, she's going to have someone greater than him, equal or greater than him. See, that's where y'all mess up, I'm telling you. But if she sticks to him, like if she's his virgin wife, it's not going to make a difference anyway. Because as long as she don't do nothing with nobody else, they both will be good. See, where y'all mess up is y'all don't want to wait. Y'all don't want to tell people no. And so you mess up the quality of your sex. And that's why guys is winding up. They saying no hymen, no diamond. I'm not marrying nobody that done had 20 bodies. For what? So she could tell her friends, girl, he little. Girl, he got ED. Which neither one might not be true, but it's her. Let's get back to the number. So let's say you have a woman that had 10 sexual partners, right? Let's say she is 28. She had 10 sexual partners, right? One of them was a beast. Like he was like practically not human. Like he had width and he was 12. Let's just say he's 12, 13. 5 of them were 9. Like they were big guys, they was big guys. They was 9 decent width or whatever. That's 6 right there. That's 6. 2 of them was 7. She probably ain't gonna like them unless they cold with it. So that's 8. That's 8 right there. That's 8. Okay, now let's say the other 2 were like in between, whatever, just wide guys, like wide guys. Let's say they were like fat guys, or they were like wide guys with the other guy. Let's say he was like, he was close to the 12, like he was 10, he was number 2, he was second big. And then now she meets this guy that he's only like, he's a girl that ain't like trash and thrash. He could do some damn, he could work. He's only, let's say he's only like 6, like he's smaller than all of those guys. But he knows what he's doing. It ain't gonna matter. It's not gonna matter if he knows what he's doing. Because if he tries to marry her down the line, she's gonna start criticizing him because of what she already had. Then that's where the issue is gonna come in. So he gonna end up having to pay a woman basically that done had 10 guys before him. He's going to have to work for her and become her slave. Come on now. That's why I say at a young age, do not do anything sexually to yourself. Here's why. Because when you're doing it to yourself, you creating habits. Now, what if you're not the person to tell the guy what to do? And matter of fact, why should he do what you want him to do? Or why should he have to do what you want him to do? Because of other guys or because of what you're doing to yourself. That's why I say don't do anything. Because you're basically like a brand new car. Like all the parts are in place. The car is ready to go. It's new. Keep yourself new. And Lolo Jones, don't give in to these guys. Like, if you never get none, that's okay. It's okay. Because the guy that finds her, as long as she's not a feminist, she's a weirdo. But guys will work with weirdo. Weirdo, that's not, as long as she's not a cheater, she's not a feminist, she's not a 304, guys will work with weirdo. I know if it was me, I would work with weirdo. What I don't like is women that's always trying to tell me what to do, being disrespectful, being flirtatious. That's the stuff that I don't like. But if it was like, guys that work with weirdo, they say she kind of a weirdo. I'm telling you, somebody had come along. She did the right thing, but hopefully she wasn't doing other stuff, because then that's going to affect whether, she's not a full virgin. Now, number 2, man, we 13 minutes in already. Do not try to get him to accept something he does not like. Find out what he likes, do that, be that. If this is the guy, this is where y'all mess up. Never challenge a guy's manhood. Never. You are there. Unless you don't believe in the Bible. If you don't believe in the Bible, nobody shouldn't deal with you anyway, because you ain't got no virtue. But if you want to do things the right way, you're there to assist him. That's why women take their husband's last name. This Ricky Williams stuff, he's a weirdo, man. Don't do that. That's somebody probably. Anyway, let's move along. Find out what he likes. Do that. Be that. Do not try to get him to accept something that he doesn't like. If he likes chubby girls, you want to be with him, just find a way to keep that weight on and be in shape and be healthy. If what he likes, do that, be that. Y'all get out of this thing. Oh, you got to accept me for what I am. No. It's not about what his friends think. It's about what he likes. Because most guys ain't going to listen to their friends. Women be trying to be what they want to be out of laziness or whatever. And then they try to get you to accept that. It's almost like they're trying to be a man. They're trying to be the man when they do that. Number 3, never turn him down sexually. Never turn him down sexually. Never turn him down sexually. Read your Bible. Read 1 Corinthians. Your body is really his. You turning him down sexually is like you making yourself a man all over again. Heterosexual guys are heterosexual guys. I mean, it's just, that's the way it is. Never turn him down sexually. If you are not interested, tell the truth and let him decide if he still wants it. If you are the gem saving yourself for marriage, tell him that and stick by it. Like Lolo Jones, she really is a virgin. Don't be putting out to these dudes. If that's what you're doing, then do it. If he really interested, he'll stay by you. If he's not, then you keep your virtue. So y'all getting broke off. Like he got your legs all the way back here. Just angling himself, just annihilating you. And then you gonna want somebody else to take that on. Keep your virtue. Number 4, shut up. Stop talking all the time. Learn how to sit there and look pretty. Talk as much as he wants you to. If he gets quiet, you get quiet. Man, what you really trying to act like that's really a form of strife. It's really contention. It's really like, once again, you trying to be the man. Why you always talking? Why you always trying to teach him something? Knowing good and well, if these dudes get you alone, some of them, they gonna make you choke on it. Stop trying to act like you know so much. Stop talking. Talk as much as he wants to talk. This is important. All the stuff is, but number 5, build credentials that benefit him as a man and make him look good. Learn how to cook healthy meals, work out, so on and so forth. That's what I'm talking about by building credentials. Get out of here with that, man. Well, you done. First of all, let's make this clear. You're not supposed to make vows to anyone. Your agreement is your agreement, and you stick by your agreement. There's no need for vows. The Bible says, swear not at all. Number 6, be sexy. Again, remember, whatever he finds sexy, you got to find that out. Y'all women got to learn how to vet too. Don't be a scam artist with it, though. Only vet that guy that you really like and you want to be with. Don't be a scam artist. Be sexy, but off limits to all other men. Polygyny is not for women. Women engage in it as wives and concubines, but it's not for you to have multiple husbands. Because you can only get pregnant by one man. One man can get a whole city of women pregnant. It's reasons for all of this. You don't know more than God. Number 7, only argue when you can prove you are right or your way is the best. Your education level does not matter. Where you grew up does not matter. The financial status of your families does not matter. Why you think a lot of these rich girls can't keep a husband? Because none of that stuff matters. Only argue when you can prove you are right or your way is the best. Other than that, go along for the ride. If he fell, you fell. You find a way to assist. Now, as far as marriage, y'all talking about the girl talking about she ain't no ride or die. You ain't marriage material then. Marriage material women are ride or die every time. If you not ride or die, you not marriage material. And any dude that tries to marry you is a dummy. If you are not willing to sink or swim as many times as necessary, you will be a fake wife. Y'all just want to, no, I want my dress to. It's not a wife. That's a wedding. It's not a wife. Your ceremony is just called a wedding. That's not being a wife. Now, number 8, after your assistance, after your assistance, any way, small and great, if he says, I got it, don't get mad, don't get sad, just get out of the way. Y'all got to learn how to control y'all. I know y'all women, y'all emotional creatures, but the ones who can learn how to control their emotions, they get far. I'm telling you. Number 9, be feminine. Be feminine. Be feminine. Feminine in how you walk. Feminine in how you talk. Feminine in how you act. You know, remember on Police Academy, those of you that's my age group, the black lady who, she was so feminine that they had to literally force her to yell and stuff like that. And it was hilarious, but that's how women need to be. Be feminine. If you want to lead a house, be by yourself then. Number 10, never embarrass or tease him, and do not laugh at those, or do not laugh or join in with those who do. It's disrespectful. If he's going along with it, even, you should be trying to find out what his reaction is before you react to somebody teasing your husband. Because sometimes you might just have to come to his defense. Like, you just got to have wisdom when it comes to that. Number 11, never front him off in public. Don't walk in front of him. Don't give him that look. Don't argue with him in public. Don't try to act like you running the show, because I'm telling you, a strong dude ain't going to want nothing to do with you. A weak dude going to cheat on you. So, and I mentioned walking in front of him, but that's actually one. Don't walk in front of him. Can you protect him? Can you protect him from a mob of guys? Number 13, carry your own feminine accessories. Stop trying to get him to buy you maxi pad. Stop trying to get him to carry your purse. That's a form of emasculation. Do it yourself. Now, I can see if you got something else going on. A guy should be man enough. If the truth is you really got something going on, and not, you just don't want other guys to know that it's that time of month for you. See, some women is like that. They act like they ain't interested in other guys, but they don't be wanting to go buy pads. Because they know that that time of the month is the time where their worth goes down. So carry your own feminine accessories. Number, this is the last one I have mentioned. Because I had buy your own menstrual accessories, but I covered that with this one. So next, never compare him to other men. Don't brag to your friends. Don't put him down to win an argument. Because here's what happens. If he's a strong guy, you really it's like you building a castle in between you and him. Or it's almost like you changing the locks to the house without giving him the keys. When you do these things, when you compare him to other men negatively, and you put him down to win arguments, it's like you really ain't trying to be married. You ain't trying to be married. Because a weak dude, again, is going to cheat on you, which going to make you want to divorce him. A strong dude, eventually, he's going to just give you your papers. So don't put him down to win argument. And don't brag to your friends, especially if your friends are attractive and they don't have men. Because here's what happens. Let's say you a sex striker. You try to use sex as a form of manipulation. But previously you told your friends how good he was. You remember, all your friends ain't your friends. So You telling them this, you doing this, and they thinking like, so she ain't giving them none, but she talking about how good he is. Next thing you know, they done ran into him at the store, or they done came over your house when you wasn't there. Stop thinking guys are a magnet for you. You're not the only woman. You have to learn how to keep your edge and be competitive with men. Stop using sex striking. Stop thinking you could just call somebody ugly. You can't call me. I already know some women think I'm ugly, but it doesn't matter. It don't matter. Because see, anytime I want to turn on a switch, there's going to be people there. You can't, listen, there's not a woman on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or anything that could take me out of the abilities that I have. The only thing that changed about me over the years is I had confidence in my 20s, but I have way more confidence now because I'm more smarter, I'm more wiser. You know, so it doesn't matter. Remember this, guys. Remember this in closing, because this video is long for some of y'all taste, at least. The women who don't want you don't matter at all. The women who do, they matter, but not that much. So which one you gonna go for? You gonna go for the women who obviously are interested in you, right? That's your pool. The ones who reject you, think you ugly, think you too fat, think you too broke, all that, that's not your pool. What you do to them is you better yourself. Because all the qualities that you develop, that they criticize you for not having, they out of the way now. They done messed themselves up. You stick to the pool that you have. Hey, he ugly. None. It doesn't matter. Because listen, you will never, more than likely, find a guy. Let's say I'm single. Let's say I'm out here going for mine. I'm gonna be the same person I am now in regards to how I do things. I can really develop a person that wants to be developed. That's number one. Number two, you more than likely, I'm like in a league of my own. It's not like a lot of dudes that's the package like me. You see what I'm saying? Like they don't carry, either they don't have the righteousness. It's gonna be, it's guys that's in my spirit. But this how you guys need to look at it. When they reject you, I would want to see who they don't reject. I would love if I was you. You build yourself up. You see them in the store, boyfriend all like this, tattoos all over his arms, which ain't nothing wrong with tattoos as long as you keep the way you do things. If you know how to do things, you know how to live for God and stuff like that. And here you come in your business attire or with your professionalism, with your politeness and all that. You'd be like, oh, you don't say nothing to her because she with her guy, but you just kind of smirk and keep going. Every woman is not going to like you no matter what you do. No matter how rich you are. I think Will Smith proved that. I think Jason Momoa proved that. I think Dr. Dre, Emmett Smith, Antonio Gates. It doesn't matter how rich you are. Kevin Garnett. They will change their minds on us. And every woman is not going to like you. Who cares? They're there for your entertainment. And when they entertain you the right way, then you give them some of that stuff they want. Other than that, who cares if they think you too black, or he too dark, or he too light, or he too short, or he too fat, or he too, I don't like the way he talk, I don't like his teeth, I don't like the way he dress. So what? So what? So what? You know what I noticed? And I promise you, this is it. This is it right here. This is it. That no matter what approach I take, right? No matter what approach I take as a man, whether I'm super clean and neat, because I do that sometimes just to do it, because that's what I just like doing, or whether I'm just a little stringy, you know what I mean? There's always a group of interested women. Who cares? But I'm just saying, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I gotta become this, I gotta become that, or I gotta drive this car. Listen, if you gotta have all the externals, every moment, every minute, every waking hour, there's something wrong with you. And don't let these dudes on YouTube or anywhere else criticize you, your appearance, your financial level. That is Fruit Loopy. That is non-masculine. I had to watch what I say on here. It's not masculine. It's not masculine for you to compare yourself to other men. Or is it masculine for you to judge the attractiveness of other men? It makes me wonder about you. Because if you do think you more attractive than every man, you're a weirdo anyway. Nobody should watch your videos. Now, in your own mind, that's what you should think. But if you're really comparing and you judging guys, like literally, says the truth, man. The channel is no matrix, no simping, all subjects channel, no matrix. Ladies, you want to find somebody, you got to be different from everybody else. You got to go back and watch this video 10 times. You have to. I helped you on this. I'm not against you. I'm just making sure you stay in your place. Because if you're a 304, we going to call you a 304 in this manosphere. It's a lot of us. You ain't winning this battle. It's a lot of, I can name 10 people right now that make these kind of videos, and I'm not even scratching the surface. You want to see me do it? Grown Man Business. Me, No Matrix. Black Male Advice TV. Black Ram. Coach Greg Adams. Taylor the Fiend. You need more? Cheek Slaying Headquarters. You need more? Dr. BOA. Darius M. And Anthony Spade. Come on now. Sandman. Come on now. 5 Years of Freedom. Look, Mr. Forma. Come on now. Y'all gotta become what I talked about. Because you got all these eyes on you. You ain't gonna win. If you really want to be with somebody, you gotta change. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in to more videos.